Alright homies, we got about a week until we see the next Ashes of Creation development update. Now, Maggie tells us it's gonna be tech heavy, but what the heck does that even mean? Who knows? But these past 6 months, there are a few things that I've seen in the stream that I personally want updated. They aren't so much tech heavy, but I just want to see them updated. So let's speak on that today. January was a great month, man. We opened up super tough with the Caravan PvP update, and it genuinely blew a lot of people away. Now, this was our first time really seeing some player versus player gameplay since Alpha 1, which was 3 years ago. The stream ran beautifully, it was super engaging, and it looked like a ton of fun. But I will say, after Steven and the crew took their caravan down to the river and got set up on the water, I took issue with how the caravan appeared to move on water. Now, if you pay close attention, you'll notice that the caravan is able to just turn right when it's told to. It sort of reminds me of driving in GTA from back in the day.
Look, officers, everything's okay. I won't do it again.
You'll never take me alive, coppers!
The only reason I take issue with it is because it's slightly immersion breaking, right? Boats, rafts, other water vehicles, they take time to put in another direction. I sound like a huge nerd. The water vehicle, known as the boat, isn't going in that direction that quick, right? It's not so much of a big deal that it took away from the stream for me, but it was enough for me to notice. Now, I don't want to take this and blow it up, but let's do that. We've yet to see anything regarding the ocean and naval content in Vera, but I 100% don't want the boats we occupy to be controlled the same way. Intrepid has gone so far as to add in a freaking current. No. They actually put in a current. So I don't think this would go unresolved as they're on top of their game, but I do want to see this fixed. The commission stream is up next. This is probably the most picky one, but I've been saying this for a while. But when materials and mobs despawn, it needs to be smoother. This isn't even me saying, hey, Intrepid, I want this, but rather, this is something that sort of comes along with the game. It's just always like this. The reason that I bring this up is because we're getting closer and closer to Alpha 2, and we still see materials fall into the ground after they've been collected. Mobs just disappear. I will say though, this case probably was a special one because we see here that Steven is fighting the Ashen Flame Summoner. There are several mobs that are attacking Steven, but they disappear once the summoner is defeated. This tells us that the mobs that were attacking Steven were all summons. Now, if we're gonna be seeing a summoner showcase and have the summoner in Alpha 2, this is something that I want fixed as soon as possible. Do I think Intrepid would do a live stream for the summoner with the way summons currently are for mobs? Not a chance, but this was just a few months ago. I'm not sure how easy it is to change this because again, we still see this happen with materials. I just hope it changes before Alpha 2. The good old fighter. What can be changed with this guy? Everything! The dude is overpowered, I'm sick of it. Unless my bard is going to be stronger, then I couldn't care less. All jokes aside, if you've seen my fighter breakdown or Friday night streams, then you know I am not a fan of all the blood that's gushing out. Intrepid, you gotta change this, please. Steven himself even jokes that my man is losing a life-threatening amount of blood. We saw this happen again in the Node Wars showcase, but I'm 100% sure this effect will be turned down because this literally takes you out of the moment because blood is shooting out everywhere and it's covering your character. What was wrong with the Midnight Magic and Wand combo stream, Q? And the title was my biggest issue. Midnight Magic and Wand combos, baby girl. Yo, whoever came up with that title at Intrepid, you're sick. So I actually thought this showcase was almost spotless. So I decided to go through some comments on the video and see if there was anything that I possibly was missing or just simply overlooked. I saw one of the top comments from Hoofhearted4 referring to the spells reacting with the environment. Again, this is being super picky, but Steven was playing a mage in the Sandsquall Desert at night, and as the comment states, none of the spells were reflective off of the ground. I'd like to take this a step further and say that I personally would like to see some residue left over from the spells as they're going away. fire and lightning aren't things that just disappear. I don't think something like this could be detrimental to immersion. It's just something that I thought would be cool to see. When it comes to the lighting, I think that initial comment holds true. The spells from the mage are very bright, and we're now in a nighttime setting where we should be able to see things a bit more. Now, this is something that I think can cause you to come out of that immersed state. I don't think it needs to be super reflective around the environment, but we should be able to see some degree of reflection. Now, for the best showcase of the year, Node Wars. Honestly, this showcase didn't really have a specific thing wrong with it for me. The other points that I brought up in this video, besides the caravan, still all hold true in this showcase. This is the reason that I want these things to be worked on though, because at the moment, it seems like we might go into Alpha 2 like this. Now, none of these things are going to ruin the experience at all, but I believe we should be giving feedback on where we think the game should go. If I had to pick something that I want to be worked on sooner than later, it'd be the Node UI. I think that the UI is in a solid position and it's going to be fine, but at times it does look a little outdated. I'm sure that we're going to see several updates to the UI throughout Alpha 2. I'm really hoping this tech-heavy update gives us something to dive into, even if it's a filler stream, right? There are so many things that are going on that we probably aren't even aware of just because we don't know what's happening behind Ashes of Creation. I don't know what, but I think we'll be getting some type of information regarding Alpha 2 this month, y'all. Again, I'm not sure, but we're so close to Alpha 2 that it genuinely wouldn't make sense for us not to hear anything. So it's time to prepare, because at this point, we have less than 3 months. It could be the character creator, a release month, which will most likely be September, or even a release date. We've been getting ready in my guild memorandum, so if you plan on playing on Eastern servers and want to be around some chill, hardcore gamers, come join us. We'd love to have you. We've been growing, having guild nights, and mentally preparing for the war that awaits us. Hey man, don't forget, this Thursday, I am releasing my Ashes of Creation rap album, The King's Despair. A lot of work went into this project, and I'm really excited for y'all to hear it, genuinely. Once Ashes of Creation releases, I really want to continue to keep doing more creative projects because I think it just adds on to the community. So please give it a listen. It would mean a lot to me. Besides that, homies, what is something you've been waiting to see updated in Ashes of Creation? Let your boy know in the comment section below. If you haven't created an Ashes of Creation account yet, feel free to use my link in the description. If you're looking for a guild or Discord to come kick it in, come on and join us. If you want to stay up to date with me, feel free to follow me on X and Twitch, where I stream every Friday and the live monthly updates. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.